to the Moody House, Moods and Vibes. Hi, I'm Pamela Moody, and welcome to the Moody House, where we provide moods and vibes. So, on my channel, you will be doing some gardening. We'll be learning preparedness, DIY projects, as well as lots of other good things. Home decor, cooking from scratch, things of that sort. Anything homemaker, we'll be doing those type of things. One of the first things that I do want to talk about and share with you is a home economy. Your home economy is based on your just being a good steward over your home and over your finances. Once we get that in order, we pretty much don't have a lot of stress as far as, how we're going to pay the bills or who's going to maintain things and things of that sort. Secondly, creating systems in your home. And what I mean by creating systems, as far as organization, as far as maintaining the household, also doing, simple things like doing laundry, doing, who's going to pick up the kids and things like that. So once you create a system for that, those things will help your days run smoother. It'll be a lot easier it won't be so stressful and things won't be so chaotic, especially if you have small children or children in high school. I have one high school student that's here. My granddaughter lives with me, and just having a system set up for her, it actually keeps me from being so stressed out. Another thing that I want to discuss is preparedness. What I mean by that, preparing for a disaster. Not so much as preparing, because we can't prepare for the end of the world. When people say preparedness, people automatically think, oh, you're talking about the end of the world, or you're talking about being us getting hit with a nuclear bomb. No, not that. Just being prepared for whatever disaster comes our way. 2020 should have taught a lot of us a lot of different things about being prepared, because nobody was ready for that. Nobody was ready for the whole world to just be shut down. So I've learned since then that having extra food on hand, having extra water on hand, batteries, medical supplies, things of that sort. Those are things that we need to stockpile. And it doesn't have to be, I'm not saying go out and, buy up all these things and have, 2 years of, medical supplies handy, because that's not realistic. Just stockpiling a little bit at a time. Every time you go to the grocery store, you're going to add, instead of buying, just a case of water, buy 2 cases of water. Just so that if a disaster do come, even if it's just a storm or a tornado or, hurricanes. We're in hurricane season right now. So just those things can throw the whole household totally off. So if you are prepared for those things already, for one, you already got things on hand. 2, you don't have to run out and beat. I've never understood that, why people run out to the store and buy all these things, and then a couple days later everything is back to normal. Now, keep in mind that doesn't always happen in every situation. Sometimes it's a lot longer than that. So you want to have at least 2 or 3 months supply of food, medical supplies, water. Food and water is going to be the 2 most important things to have, because we can only go so long without water. You can go without food longer than you can go without water. So those are some of the things that we do want to make sure that we have a stockpile of. And I'll go more into that in another video. And kind of break it down and explain it. And I just letting you know that is one of the main things that we will be learning here on my channel. Also, growing your own food. So gardening during the pandemic, gardening was the number one thing that people took up as a hobby. So now is the time to really start that, because gardening is one of the things that you really want to get into, because you can grow your own food. You can grow a lot of your own fruits and vegetables. You don't have to always depend on, going to the store for that. And how gardening works is during the spring and summertime, you grow a lot of food. You can grow a lot of food. In the old days, growing food in spring and summer is what you put up for winter. When you put that up for winter, you can it, you freeze it, you dry it, whatever your form of preservation is, you put that up for the winter time. When you grow food during the fall and winter months, that is going to be for the next spring and summer. So during the colder months, things grow a lot slower. So you're going to grow things like garlic and broccoli and cabbages and things of that sort. Those take a little bit longer to form. So those, and being as though they're leafy green vegetables, most of them, you don't have a lot of pest pressure. You don't have a lot of bugs and stuff eating them up. So that's why, it's better to grow those during the fall and winter months. Now, we will learn some canning on my channel. Canning is a science, so it's not something that I feel real comfortable about teaching just yet. I've been canning for about a little over a year or so. So I feel comfortable enough to do it for my household, but to do it for other people, I'm not comfortable with that just yet. But I am getting there. But I will show how to can and preserve a lot of foods. Also, another thing to keep in mind that will keep you organized, that will keep you your day-to-day life running smoothly, is being organized. Now, I know a lot of people, say, oh, I'm not that organized, but you can be. It's just a matter of creating a system of organization for the things that you have, and when you're organized, you tend to not overbuy. A lot of times, I find myself even doing it now. If I'm like, oh, I know I had, nails. I know I had nails here, but I can't, because I've gotten a little unorganized, I can't find them. So then I'll just be like, okay, just forget it. I'll just run to Home Depot and pick up more nails. So then guess what? 2 weeks later, or a week later, or the next day, I find the nails. Now I got a massive amount of them. Because you can't just buy one nail. So being organized, and I will definitely be doing a lot of organization on my channel. Okay. Now, I hear a lot of people say that they don't cook from scratch because it takes too long. But you can cook from scratch and on a daily basis if you prepare before time. And what I mean by that, always have, this goes back to being prepared, always have, your flour and your sugar and your oils and your ingredients on hand. I buy a lot of things like that in bulk. Sam's, Costco, BJ's, as your standard, those places. You can buy things in bulk and you get a better price per unit for those items. So I just wanted to come on here real quick and just kind of introduce myself. I